I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
I actually have to okay it too on my end.
yeah, I did the same.
Okay, so I'm going to call to order the City of Gloucester Licensing Board meeting. Today is Tuesday, June 8, 2021. The time is 6:30 p.m. Consistent with governor's orders, suspended certain provisions of the open meeting law and banning certain gatherings such that an in-person meeting of the Gloucester Licensing Board is not possible. This meeting will be conducted by remote participation. The public may not physically attend this meeting, but every effort will be made to allow the public to view and listen to the meeting in real time and participate when necessary. If you're calling in on a phone, you can press *9 to request to speak. If you're watching on a computer device, there is a raise hand button that you can tap or press to request to speak. Please use either of these options if you choose to speak. I do see we have some attendees tonight. I just want to make a couple announcements real quick before we start the meeting. First of all, with the weather going on, I'm not sure if we are going to get the severe thunderstorms that are going through our neighbors in Middlesex County. But I just want to announce that if we do, and we do have technical difficulties and are not able to continue this meeting tonight, all agenda items will be put forward to next week's agenda because we're having a meeting on July 15th at 6:30.
June 15th.
I'm sorry, June, I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you, John. June 15th. So if for some reason something happens to this meeting tonight, everything that we did not get to address will be moved to the June 15th meeting. As you all know, I still read the Zoom instructions that are provided by our governor. Know also that I received an email tonight from Senator Tarr's office that today and tomorrow they are developing regulation. And it looks like at this point they are trying to extend the ability to do Zoom meetings through April 1st, 2022. That hasn't been decided yet, but that is something that they are looking at. At some point, this board will have to decide whether we want to do Zoom or meet in person or do some sort of hybrid, but we are not going to take up that discussion tonight. I know the city council is, but we'll just wait and see what other groups are doing, and then we can make a decision what we want to do as far as how we hold our meetings and who's in attendance and where. This meeting, as I said, is being recorded. The meeting will be posted to the city's website usually within 24 hours. If anyone would like to go back and review it, that transmission should be there. And tonight, as we have in the past, all votes will be done by roll call vote. So this meeting is called to order. My name is Melissa Prince, and joining me is
John Lemerand.
John Lemerand. Is there any, so we're having two public hearings tonight, but I just would like to ask, is there anybody that is listening? And I see John Orlando is listening, so welcome, John. Is there anyone here tonight that would like to speak under public comment on an item that is not on the agenda? So this is not the public hearing. This is for anyone who would like to address the licensing board to a matter that is not on the agenda. If you would like to speak to us, just raise your hand or press *9. I'm just waiting a few seconds. And I don't see anyone raising their hand. Okay, with that being said, it is 6:30. We have two public hearings tonight, so I'm going to call the public hearing of the late renewal of a seasonal restaurant wine and malt beverage with cordial liquor licenses renewal for Sugar Magnolias located at 112 Main Street in Gloucester. And I see Melissa Sala is joining us tonight. So this meeting is, the public hearing is now open to the public. Is there, actually I should have Melissa speak. Melissa, can you hear us? If you can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Sure. My name is Melissa Sala. I live at 4 Pebble Path in Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Thank you, Melissa, for joining us. And you are owner of Sugar Magnolias.
Yes.
So just a little background to those that may be interested in speaking. Melissa Sala has long time had a seasonal license located at Sugar Magnolias. And unfortunately, she was not able to renew the license last year. And when she came forward this year, this board made a decision in order to assist her that we were going to waive the public hearing requirement for any abutter notification. But as it turns out, the ABCC has required us to have this public hearing. So that is what we're doing tonight. So this board has previously approved her license, but we just want to make sure we're in good standing with the ABCC. So we're holding this public hearing for anyone to come forward if they'd like to speak to the liquor license held by Melissa Sala at Sugar Magnolias. And if you would like to speak at this public hearing and give comment to that license, can you please raise your hand or push *9 and you will be recognized to speak. I don't see anyone raising their hand. I'm just going to give it a few more seconds. Okay, seeing none, it is 6:37. We do have 7 attendees and just wanted to note for the record that no one is here to speak to the public hearing regarding Sugar Magnolias. So I will close the public hearing regarding Sugar Magnolias. So John and I tonight, and we are also joined by Sergeant Sean Connors from the Gloucester Police Department. He is with us tonight. He's a long-term liaison to this board to assist us in decisions as well. So thank you, Sean, for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So Missy, I know it's unfortunate you had to be here tonight. We thought this matter was going to be easier to process than it was, but here we are. Is there anything you want to add to our consideration tonight? I know we've approved this, and the purpose of this hearing was to just see if there was anyone contesting or supporting your application, and I don't see anyone contesting, so that's a great sign. Is there anything you want to add to this hearing before John and I make a decision?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, great. Like I said, I apologize. We thought that was in our purview to be able to waive those requirements since you've been a long-standing season holder, alcohol license holder. But unfortunately, here we are, but let's move on. So John, do you have any concerns regarding the seasonal license at Sugar Magnolias?
No, Madam Chair, I'm good. I mean, we approved it last time. It was just the formalities we needed to go through, so I'm good to go.
Exactly. So Missy, I just have a question for you. Do you have the signs posted in your establishment that are required pursuant to Mass General Law 138, Section 34D, which states an alcohol beverage premise that has drinking on premises has to post a notice of the Chapter 2490 driving under the influence? Do you have those signs posted in your establishment?
I do not have those signs posted, but I can post them. I haven't had the license since, this whole thing happened. So I hadn't had them posted, but we did go through the whole tip certification process, and 7
Okay.
of my employees are now tip certified.
Great.
So do I just look those up on?
Yeah, it's my
print them
understanding you
out?
may be able to get them from the alcohol distributors, that they may have
Oh,
the
okay.
signs because they have to be a certain size.
Okay,
So what I can do is I have your email address and I can email a copy of this, or if you just want to Google it, it's Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 34D. And it just states you're an on-premise, drunk on-premise liquor. In other words, you're not like a package store where it's off-premise.
yeah,
So you're required to have one of the signs that's conspicuously posted for everyone to see. And there's a fine if you don't do that. And knowing that the ABCC has upped their game and they've been visiting Gloucester, I just want to make sure that you're in compliance with that requirement
Okay.
as well.
definitely.
So I would ask about that and get that posted. Usually a lot of places have it like right in the front near where their liquor license is posted.
Okay,
So, that might be something you should look into and get in compliance with soon. So that being said, since we have no comments and no concerns tonight in the public hearing, I am going to confirm our seasonal wine and malt beverage with cordial liquor license for Sugar Magnolias located at 112 Main Street, Gloucester, Mass, knowing we have completed the process with the public hearing and a butter notification.
So I do have one other question because I did put,
Hold on, Missy, we're
Oh.
just in the middle of a motion. But
Oh,
I
sorry.
will definitely give you some time to ask some questions.
Second,
So we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
no, ma'am.
And I don't either. Allison, can you do a roll call vote, please?
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammerow,
Yes,
Great, so the motion passed. So Missy, we will send notification to the ABCC as soon as possible, letting them know that this hearing took place, the public hearing was held, and there was no dispute or no concern for not renewing your seasonal license. So you said you have questions for me. What can we do for you tonight?
so the only question I had is that I also did the extension of premise, and I don't know if that's a different, is that okayed for this meeting, or is that?
So that
Okay.
is something we're going to be taking up. Right now, we're going to have two public hearings, you being the first, we're going to have another one and address that matter. And then we'll be coming back to you to discuss your extension of premise, the temporary extension of premise for outside.
Okay, so I'll just
Yeah.
stand by.
Yeah, so just hang on. Shouldn't be too long, but you
Okay.
will be called again after the next matter.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, the next public hearing that I'm going to call to order is the transfer of an annual on-premise Section 12 restaurant all alcohol beverage license number 0450 from AM Inc., DBA Dog Bar to Hussman Hospitality Group, Drift Cafe, 3 Main Street, Gloucester, Mass. I see we have Drift, and I don't know who's here from Drift because that's what their name says is Drift. So if you could identify your name and address for the record, please.
Kurt Hausman, 4 Blueberry Lane, Gloucester, Massachusetts.
And Rick Hossman, 4 Blueberry Lane, Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Welcome, Kurt and Rick. Nice to see you tonight. Is there anyone
Good to
else?
see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else here for the Drift matter? I see Trisha Johnstone. I don't know if Trisha, if you're going to speak, can you raise your hand if you're going to speak to this matter? I know you have other matters on tonight, but I didn't know if you were. Yes, so we can bring Trisha Johnstone in, Attorney Johnstone.
I'm happy if necessary to speak if they need me. I do represent Dog Bar.
Thank you, Trish. And is there anyone else that in our attendees that would like to join this discussion, this public hearing? Okay. So Drift, before I take any public comment, tell us what you're here and what your intentions are for this liquor license.
Our intention has been since the day we opened to want to be open year round, and we were fortunate enough to find someone who wanted to transfer their license. And so now we're going to go through the process. We're very excited about it.
Excellent. Okay, let me just see if there's, before we get into questioning and hearing your story, let's see, I'm going to ask, this public hearing is open. Is there anyone that would like to speak in the public hearing of the transfer of license from AM Inc., DBA Dog Bar to Hossman Hospitality, doing business as the Drift Cafe? If you could raise your hand or press *9, I can recognize you to speak. Just going to give it a few more seconds. I don't see anyone raising their hand, but let's just make sure. Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing. There's no one here to speak. And John and I, with Sergeant Connors, let's consider the application before us tonight. John, do you want to start with any questions?
no, I thought the document was very thorough. I didn't see any issues with it at all. I think the lease, I think the only question I have is the lease. There's 2 different leases, so if they could speak to that, that would be great. But I mean, they've been very respectable, seasonal license holders. I don't see that changing, having a full year license, so.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just pulling up all the documents. There's 78 pages that go with this discussion, so I'm just bringing them up on my other computer so I can stay in compliance with Zoom here. So we have all the documents and I'm sure Allison has made sure that we have everything we need as she usually does. There are extensive documents along with this request. So even though I've been to your establishment recently, why don't you tell us how your establishment has changed? In other words, we have approved a seasonal license for you in the past, but your establishment was smaller. So from a high level, why don't you give us a quick description on the work that's been done, any future capital improvements, what your plans are for the establishment since we last spoke and considered you for seasonal?
So since we last spoke, we have expanded our establishment. We've more than doubled our size. And John, to answer your question about the lease, there's 2 leases because we took over what used to be a doctor's office. So now we had to sign an additional lease for that space. So we had a lease that was already running, and this is a new lease for the additional space that we've added. We've added additional seating, brought on a new chef, added additional food items to our menu, and we've also brought on security on the nights that we have music, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
2 security. Since we have an outdoor patio, we have 2 security people, 1 inside and 1 outside, to make sure that everything stays in happy fashion. We believe that there's been a lot of liquor licenses that have been underutilized in this town, and by us being able to have this year-round liquor license is only going to benefit everyone involved, and especially the city, we've heard nothing but great things, and they're very, very excited. Our customers are very excited that we're going to be open the extra 2.5 months.
And we're also very happy that Andy has, worked with us very closely, and we get to, extend his legacy.
From the dog bar. Yes. Okay, tell me, you're an open air cafe, which we enjoy in the summer. What is your plan to extend the windows, the same type of
Yes.
window?
We have the windows on back order. So what we've done is we renovated, expanded, and now once the windows, the doors, the extra window doors are available to ship, we'll be shutting down for a couple of days to add the other 2 windows and the railings, and they'll be exactly pretty much the same as the ones that have already been installed.
Okay, great. And are there any other capital improvements that are coming that have not been completed yet, or anything you're thinking about?
Not at the moment. Kurt and I do enjoy constantly trying to reinvent ourselves and to grow our personal businesses as quickly and as profitable as possible. But for right now, we're just going to stick with what we've got here.
Okay, and what is your new capacity now that you've doubled in size?
So originally we were 48 people, including staff inside, and we have a patio now that is allotted 25 people. With the expansion, we now have 70 seats inside with a capacity of 109.
Okay. And you've worked with the fire department to establish those capacities?
Yes, ma'am, we have. That and an architect to be able to understand what the codes are and what the limitations would be.
And you've been working with the building inspector's office and have all the proper permits, and has he signed off on all the work that's been done?
Everything on that building permit has been signed off in order to make us operational.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about the security. Now that you have 100 people in that area, tell me a little bit about how your security is working. You have someone at the door, someone that's can view outside, is someone walking around? How is your security working in there?
So right now we have 2 security guards, one at the door carding everyone that comes in, and then one just rotating through the floor and also walking outside to the patio, making sure everything's, running copacetic on the patio. We've also brought in a general manager and some supervisors which operate as manager on duty, as well as ourselves. We're here all the time. So we've really upped our management staff to, really make sure that everything runs smoothly. We're used to running a very smooth operation, and now that we're larger, we want to continue running a smooth operation.
And you've increased bathrooms, correct? Because I know you were using bathrooms in your downstairs area to be in compliance for the patio outside. Has anything changed now that you have bathrooms,
So we still,
added additional bathrooms inside?
we still have the bathroom downstairs for the patio. We've also added 3 additional bathrooms.
Okay. And there's always someone observing to make sure people aren't walking out with drinks, going to the bathroom?
Well, the exits are pretty well covered. We have 3 entrances. We've had press bars put on one that's for exit only. The other one is a server staff only door. And then the third door, which is the main entrance and exit, in case there's emergency, there is 3 exits, but this is the main entrance and exit for us to be able to keep an eye and not have anybody walking away with anything.
So they can exit all 3 entrances or doorways. However, we manage it so they come in only one main entrance, so we can regulate who's coming into the establishment.
I guess my question is more of a
Your question-
concern for those that are out on the patio. So if they're out on the patio, is there eyes out there so that if they
Oh,
choose to
absolutely.
use the bathroom down in the back, which I know is within the required footage? I just know that you've expanded, so expanded means more people, more lot going on, so I'm just making sure that those safety concerns are in place.
Yeah, we have staff members out on the patio at all times when it's open to regulate the comings and goings of everybody that's entering the building.
Excellent. So your license tonight is looking to license the areas of the patio, using the bathroom downstairs on the other side of the building, also utilizing the bathrooms inside, but the patio area and then the floor plan inside as it stands now. So in other words, you're
Correct.
extending the licensed area compared to what you've had prior to the last license.
Yes, the
issuing.
new application does extend us
Mhm.
through the new expansion, the 2 new bathrooms, plus the 3rd bathroom that was, or the existing bathroom that was there. So there's a total of 4 bathrooms now inside with a capacity of 109, but the 4 bathrooms enables us to, if we are not at full capacity, for the folks down on the patio to be able to use the bathrooms inside. And if we do have full capacity on the inside and the outside, then we can then refer people to the bathroom that is around the corner for them to be able to use.
Okay, great.
With the bathrooms that exist right now, we have a capacity of use of 120. So
Okay.
by plumbing code. So if there is a need for the extra bathroom that we have for the patio, based on our occupancy of the evening, or the capacity of the evening, we can then, if they say, oh, we're at occupancy, and they say I have to use the bathroom, we can then give them a key and a server will be able to.
We're finding that we have more than enough bathrooms now to handle our occupancy. So most people that are out on the patio are just coming inside to use one of the 4 bathrooms that are inside right now.
Great. Good to hear. John, do you have any questions about the establishment itself?
No, again, I mean, they've been in that location now for a few years and
Yeah.
I don't think we've had any complaints or issues at all. I don't know if Sergeant Connors wants to comment on any issues that he's might have come across from a law enforcement perspective.
Hi, good evening. Yes, so I've had the opportunity to go in there since they've reopened on a couple occasions and in off-duty capacity. I was one particular time I was with the deputy chief, Joe Fitzgerald, and we found it to be actually very not only well run, but we observed security.
Okay.
I did not see any issues with the bathrooms. I know we discussed the bathrooms at length there, but there wasn't an issue that we saw with the bathrooms. As it was before, it seems to be running very well, like they did previous, just a little bit more capacity, but we found no issues or saw no issues. Again, in and off duty capacity, but we were both spoke of it and were actually highly impressed with the way it was being run.
Excellent, thank you. So, Drift, I just want to ask you questions. We have your agreement with the dog bar. So I know Trisha Johnstone is with us tonight. She represented Andy from the dog bar. Did you have an attorney review your agreement?
Yes, we did. We had Sam Favazza working with us here in town.
Okay.
Sal Frontiero.
Sal
Sal
Frontiero?
Frontero, right. Frontero, my apologies.
That's
Sam
okay.
Favazza. Hey, that's great. We've worked
Okay.
with too many attorneys. Joel Favazza, Sam Frontero, Sal Frontero.
Thank goodness I'm Irish.
Thank goodness you're here.
Okay. So you're fully aware of the contents of your agreement, have signed it voluntarily, you weren't coerced, you understand the terms of the
Yes.
two different leases and the three-way lease and all that's going on with the financing?
Yes,
Okay. I see the Corey comes back fine, your finances come back fine, your compliance with the state is fine. So reviewing these documents, I know that I don't have any concerns. And just want to double check with you, John, before we consider this application.
Yeah, no, again, I was just curious into the two and why they didn't blend both of them together, but that Kurt spoke to that already. It looks like it's a little different one side versus the other with triple net on one side and not on the other side. But other than that, I didn't see anything glaring at all that came out of it. It's pretty detailed.
Okay. So with that being said, are we ready to vote?
Sure.
Okay. So I will make a motion that the licensing board approve the transfer of an annual on-premise Section 12 restaurant all alcohol beverage license number 00016-RS-0450 from AAM Inc., DBA Dog Bar, to Hussman Hospitality Group Drift Cafe located at 3, and I think you're also 5 now too. Is that correct? 3 to 5 Main Street, Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Second.
our address is still,
Still 3?
yeah, it's still our legal mailing address is 3.
Okay, thank you. So that's the address that will be on the license. So 3 Main Street, Gloucester, Mass, and I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
No, ma'am.
So I just want to say, I'm going to approve this and have been waiting a long time for this day to happen, probably as long as you have. I think it's very exciting. Your hard work has paid off. You've been actively seeking license throughout the community and we're able to find the ability to get this license. I know licenses are difficult to get in Gloucester, and like you said, because of the underutilized licenses that are going on. A lot has to do with COVID, but we're trying to work on that issue. But I just want to say, it makes me happy to be in this position to approve this license tonight. I wish you nothing but the best and just see great things coming from your establishment. So with that being said, Trish, I'm sorry, I'm looking at Trish's name. Allison, can you do a roll call vote?
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery,
Yes.
So the vote carries. So do either of you, Kurt, do you have any questions for us, Kurt or Rick?
No questions, but we just want to thank you for, working with us through this process. It has, we have been seeking to be open year round since we bought the business, and we're beyond excited to be able to be operational for, 12 months out of the year.
Yes, definitely. Looking forward to the great things that are happening there.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Okay, so Allison, we're
Thank
gonna
you.
start with the ABCC. So usually within 30 days you hear from them. So hopefully that will be soon. But as you know, they conduct their own
Okay, thank you very
investigation.
much.
So stay tuned to see what happens.
Okay.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Okay, next order of business is temporary extension of premise for outdoor seating. We are going back to Sugar Magnolias with Melissa Sala, located at 112 Main Street. We have the application before us. Hold on. Okay, Missy, tell us what your plans are for outdoor dining.
So we rented a tent from the event company. And
Okay.
we have fencing around the tent. And I probably have about 24 seats outside.
Okay,
And it's been going really well. As you know, people are still not super comfortable with eating inside. So it's really helped a lot.
okay. And what type of barriers do you have set up to,
So I have-
besides the Jersey barriers that are out there, is there anything else, any other barriers put in place?
Yes, I have fencing that I had got a long time ago for the block parties that we used to have to put out for that. So it's all fenced off inside of the Jersey barriers.
And have you been working with the building inspector's office to make sure you're in compliance with the patio regulations according to the ABCC?
Yes, they came down and they checked the whole area out.
Okay, great.
This is the same design you had last year?
Yes, except I have a tent this year. I didn't have a tent last year.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay.
Excellent. And tell me what kind of eyes are outside when alcohol is being served, will be served.
So there's a bus girl that is outside and there is a wait staff that is strictly for outside
Okay,
as like their own section. So that's who's outside. They do have to come inside and get the food. I don't have like a bouncer outside
Mhm.
for that. I don't know. I mean, I can get more fencing if that's what I need to do.
I would say that if you've been working with the building inspector's office, they know what is expected. So unless they tell you to, I know I'm not in a position
Okay.
to add more. I mean, I walked down Main Street, I've seen it, and I know you're all working with each other down there and sharing space and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't have any concerns as long as you're in compliance with what the building inspector expects, because that's what we expect as well.
Okay.
Are you taking reservations or is it first come, first serve?
First come, first serve.
Okay. And so if you have the outdoor dining, I know your place gets very busy and there's usually a line outside. What is going on with the barriers? If it can, is there still an ability for people to wait in line?
Yeah, they kind of wander around and they come back, they shop, or go up and down Main Street and then come back. Typically, there's like, a 30 to 45-minute wait. So
Okay.
they kind of go shopping and then come back and check in.
I just want to make sure that there's no safety concerns with.
No, we try to have them not be inside and huddled all around. It's so hard for everyone to work if people are like all standing, waiting. So they usually walk around and then come back.
Okay. John, do you have any questions?
No, I don't think there were any issues last year anyways that came to our attention. So I think it's the same setup. I'm confident that, they'll follow the right protocols.
Okay, so you're seeking this extension under the COVID provisions by the governor where they are allowing outdoor extension of premises temporarily.
Yes.
So Sean Connors, do you have any concerns with this application and the service of alcohol outside of Sugar Magnolias?
No, been by there. It's well run, and there's no concerns from the Gloucester Police.
Excellent, thank you. So this application is under consideration with the language from the state due to the COVID regulation. We just have to ask questions to make sure that it's appropriate. I got a little feedback there.
That wasn't me.
Okay, sorry. Just to make sure that it's appropriate in a particular location. Our consideration is discretionary. The need for this is to serve the public, which you've clearly established a need for having more space because you do have a very busy establishment. And like you said, people are still feeling more comfortable to eat outside. So with that being said, I'm going to move to approve Sugar Magnolia's application for an expansion of premises located at
112 Main Street.
112 Main Street.
112 Main Street, Gloucester, Mass. As it meets the legal standards, as we mentioned during the discussion, it's also reasonable and proper given the current economic circumstances.
Second.
So we have a motion and second to approve the temporary extension, which, so there's some conversations going on at the state level because technically June 15th is the end of the pandemic. However, as I stated earlier at the beginning of this meeting, there is legislation being put forward through Senator Tarr's office to extend these temporary extensions. I think they initially got a 60-day extension, which puts us out to August 15th. And in the meantime, they're trying to figure it out where it may be extended longer to the end of the year. But and that's for the alcohol part of it. The city of Gloucester has already extended outdoor dining through the end of this fiscal year. But the motion and the requirements that we're talking about is the service of alcohol in that outdoor area that's already been allowed by the city council. So the motion has been made. John, did you second? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And we have a second.
yeah, just roll call.
Is there any further discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery,
Yes.
Okay, Missy, I believe I can say that you're all set as far
Oh,
as.
thank God. Woo! Yay.
But know that, yeah, I know you've been working with the ABCC on the issue regarding about a notification and the public hearing.
Yes.
So they were aware that we were having this meeting tonight. So I don't think once Allison is able to report to them that this meeting took place and that we voted favorably, it shouldn't be much longer for your license. And I'm hoping there shouldn't be any more requirements that I don't know about.
I hope so.
But that was just kind of a fluke. We were trying to help you out.
I know.
Knowing that you've been a long-standing license holder.
I appreciated you guys trying to help.
Okay, so just get those signs up, and if you have any questions, just call the licensing board.
Sorry.
That's okay, I have a dog too.
We have dogs.
I have dogs. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Good luck, Melissa.
Thank you.
So I just want to note that Mayor Safathia Omayataken has joined us tonight. Safathia, do you have any questions for anything that you've heard since you've gone on? I know you missed the drift application.
Yeah, no, I'm on the school committee with the city council. I'm on that one. I'm on a text, I'm on my phone with another Zoom. I'm just trying to jump in and catch on things. I wanted to make sure, because I didn't send John that either, what I got from Senator Tara about the outdoor licenses and all that. I just want to make sure that you guys got updated on that.
Yeah, nothing's been formalized yet. I know they're talking, having these discussions today and tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get something more
Yeah,
permanent.
well, either what they did is they'll leave the compromise, because you know how they notice you put the dates until December and then next year and all that. They do that because by the time they all argue, bring it down, it'll be what we asked for. A little bit of bargaining here and there, but that's okay. But at least we get outside open and, you know, people out there and, you know, we're working on it. So hopefully, you know, the economy will bounce back for them. And Patricia, I couldn't make it the other day at your place. I hope it's going well. I saw outside, it looks nice. Everyone, thank you so much for putting up with all the stuff that's happening. I saw Anthony got his little awning and they're playing games they told him he didn't, and the drift. And so hopefully, you know what, we'll move forward.
Madam Mayor,
Thank you.
You're
It's been great for
And I
us.
can't wait. Yeah, Sugar Mags are good for them. This is great. You know, it's a nice day of positive news.
I'm sorry, Allison, what did you say?
I think we can hear the mayor's, I was just saying, we can hear her other meetings in the background.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be at those meetings too, so.
Yeah, I just
actually
muted. I'm
appreciate
sorry,
it.
but yeah, I'm off.
Okay, so let's move on to correction of operation hours. We have Karma Liquors Inc., DBA Gloucester Harbor Liquors, located at 340 Main Street. Is anyone here to speak to Karma Liquors? Allison, do you see anyone in the attendees? We have 5 attendees. Is anyone here for Karma
You
Liquors
don't-
Inc.?
Unless it's the Ed, I don't know who Ed is, but I did tell them they needed to attend.
Can we promote Ed and find out? So Ed, if you can hear me, are you here to speak to Karma Liquors Inc. and the correction of operation hours?
Ed, are you looking for Ed Comer?
I'm sorry, can you say that again? Your name
I'm
is
saying-
Ed.
I'm sorry, Ed Comer from the Blue Shutters?
Oh, from Blue Shadows, okay.
Yeah.
We will get to you soon. I
No,
just,
no, I'm sorry. I am having a hard time hearing with the Zoom.
okay, I understand more than you
Sorry, I
know.
didn't mean to interrupt.
So that's okay. So I think this is just an extension of hours.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Because usually we don't ask, but in the past year, we've been getting operating hours on the licenses so that we can assure that the licenses are being utilized. So John, I don't know about you, but I feel comfortable moving forward without anyone here representing them. We have their application. It's just an extension for a couple hours on Sunday. I think from 6 to 8 p.m. if I read it correctly.
Yeah, they want to do 10 a.m. to 6 or at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays.
Right, and I think they were originally 6, so they're just looking to add 2 hours
Yeah.
onto their license.
Yep. No, I'm fine approving this without them being
Okay.
present.
Do you want to make a motion?
I motion to approve a correction of operation hours for Karma Liquors Inc. doing business as Good Harbor Liquors at 340 Main Street, changing it from Sunday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now the requested hours will be Sunday 10 a.m. through 8 p.m.
And I second that motion. Any further discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call vote, please. Oh, let me just ask, Sergeant Connors, do you have any concerns with, we'd like to get your opinion in case.
Yeah, no, we have no concerns with that establishment.
Thank you. Allison, roll call vote?
Ms. Prince,
Yes,
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
thank you. So Allison, if you could reissue a license for them to post that has those extended hours, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Common victual licenses, the Ice Cream Gallery LLC located at 39 Rocky Neck Ave. Is there anyone here?
I'm sure I
Usually we
didn't see
don't,
anything wrong with either of those applications. I don't know if we want to just approve.
And the Bass Rocks Beach Club one as well, located at 17 Nautilus Road.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their license, but they don't open till the 19th.
Okay.
I think
I have no problem. I thought the paperwork was completed. I didn't have any questions. I'm sorry, Allison, did you want to add anything?
I believe Mike Faraday is here for the ice cream.
Oh,
game.
okay. Attorney Faherty, let's promote Mr. Faherty. Mike, if you can hear me, can you unmute and state your name and address for the record, please?
Hi, it's Mona Faherty, sorry,
That's okay.
Mike's wife. And I usually manage and run the ice cream store. Basically, kids run it, but we're usually on site because we live pretty much on the premises.
Mhm.
About 5, sometimes 6 employees.
Excellent. Hopefully, it's going to be a great summer.
I hope
Yep.
so.
Lots of ice cream. Okay.
Okay.
John, do you want to make a motion?
Sure. I motion to approve a common victuals license for the Ice Cream Gallery LLC, do business at 39 Rocky Neck Ave. Also Bass Rock Beach Clubs, 17 Nautilus Road.
Second. Any further discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Excellent. So those licenses will be issued. Mona, do you have any questions for us before you leave?
No, I'm all set. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
luck.
Thank you. Have a
Have a
great
good
night.
season.
Okay, you too. Thanks.
Bye. Entertainment license. We have Earth's Place Inc., DBA Stones Pub and Eatery located at 242 Main Street, and Attorney Patricia Johnstone is here.
Good evening. I'm Attorney Patricia Johnstone on behalf of Irv's Placing, doing business as Stone's Pub and Eatery. It's a pretty simple. We want to be able to play music on the commercial Pandora recorded music over the existing Sonos systems every day of the week from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m.
Okay. And those that, so is this new for you to have the music?
No, it is new that we were required for playing recorded music to obtain the license.
You could have done the ice cream.
Okay.
No, we've had it for the past 10 years. But because of, my understanding is because now everybody's using Pandora and the online accounts, that before it used to be over the radio and you could come in and verify the licensing, but now that it's like, it was a change. So we are coming in to be in full compliance.
Great. And I know you're on our agenda next week to talk about your extension of premise, which we're excited about.
Great, we're excited as well.
So we'll save our questions about that till then. So right now we're just focusing on the entertainment. So have you had any complaints about the music that you played before?
No,
Excellent.
nope.
Sergeant Khan, is
No.
any concerns about Stones having piped in music?
No concerns. We've had no complaints and we've had no issues there whatsoever.
Excellent.
Hold on 1 minute.
Gary might complain about his wife dancing on the tables once in a while. She is not to be named.
That was a long time ago, Trish.
That wasn't at Stone's either. Sean, shh.
So this
Trish,
is.
is this indoor, outdoors, or just indoor?
We have one speaker close to the window that's going to be the nano window, which is also back door. I think Drift and I are on the same schedule for that delivery. That will have some music outside. There is no residential directly above the pub on either the existing or the expanded space. And Gary's very conscious about the residential around us.
And is it going to be more like ambient music, like background music rather than loud music?
It's usually, 60s, 70s, 80s Pandora radio. That when I'm in there, that's what it is. Either that or country western.
Well, then I definitely have to approve that. Okay, so the hours, I'm going to make a motion to approve entertainment for Earth's Place, DBA Stones Pub and Eatery located at 242 Main Street from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., which is music piped in over speakers, which will not be loud. And I so move.
Second.
Discussion.
None.
Happy to hear that there's been no complaints and look forward to seeing your business expand and grow and hear more about it next week. So roll call vote, Allison?
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
I'm going to skip right to Sunday entertainment right now because that was Monday through Saturday. So I'm going to move that we recommend to the mayor that she approve an entertainment license for Herbs Place DBA Stones Pub and Eatery located at 242 Main Street for entertainment on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., being music piped in through speakers inside with a speaker near the large window that will soon be installed.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
Roll call vote?
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery,
Yes.
Great. That's approved.
Thank
Do you
you.
have any questions,
And
Trish?
no, I have no questions. I just want to thank everybody and let everybody know that the outpouring that we've had for the first week we've been open has been out of the world. By restaurant owners, by restaurant staff, by our customers, by our family. It's been amazing. Gary's been
Nice.
sleeping.
Good to hear. Moving on to Tono. So Tono LLC, 2 Main Street. Looking to do the same type of music as my understanding. Are you representing Tono, Tricia?
I am. I am here as Attorney Patricia Johnstone on behalf of Tono's LLC of 2 Main Street. It is an identical application, actually.
Mhm.
He has the same Pandora commercial account, the Sonos system. He does have outside speakers.
Where's
Okay.
the, what are the location of those, Trish?
They're on the corner of the building near the patio area. There is
Okay.
one there.
Okay.
So it hits it hits the patio area and the on-street area.
Sergeant Connors, any concerns with a little bit of outdoor music down at the end of town at Tono? They have a new patio outside that was just approved.
No, I've actually seen the patio. I know where the speakers are. I don't foresee it being a problem.
Thank you. And Attorney Johnson, is it the same hours, 10 a.m. to 12 a.m.?
It is.
Okay. So I make a motion to approve the entertainment license Monday through Saturday at Tono LLC, 2 Main Street from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Monday through Saturday for piped in music over speakers indoors and at the patio area located on the property.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery,
Yes.
Motion carries. And I'm going to move to recommend to the mayor to approve a Sunday entertainment license for Tono LLC, 2 Main Street for piped in music over speakers from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. on Sunday.
Second.
Roll call vote, Allison?
sorry, you're speaking faster than I can write
I'm sorry, what?
that. Ms. Prince,
Yes. I didn't hear you, Allison, I'm sorry.
no, you're just faster than I could write.
Oh, it's the same motion for the other one, for Herbs Place.
Thank you.
Okay, so that
Roll
motion
call.
carries.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I'm fine.
Sorry, I know I'm trying to rush a little bit because I have to get on to another meeting.
Thank you very much. I will not hold you up.
Thank you, Tricia.
Thanks, Trish.
A
Thank
pleasure
you
as
guys.
always.
Thanks for all you do. See you in the neighborhood.
Thank
All
you. Next matter is lodging house license, CS Blue Shutters Inc., DBA Blue Shutters Beachside Inn, 1 Nautilus Road, and I believe we have Ed.
Yes, ma'am.
And we also have Tony Sapienza.
We have Tony Sapienza and Patty Sapienza also that are partners in the business with us too tonight.
Okay, Ed, can you just state your name and address for the record, and then Tony and his partner can do the same thing?
Sure. My name is Edward Comer, C-O-M as in Michael E-R. My residential address is 11 Sherman Court in Woburn, Massachusetts. I spend most of my time down here at the inn whenever we have guests. I have a room that's here for the inn because we always want to have somebody, one of the owners on the inn, on the property, just to make sure our guests have the best experience and safest experience they can.
Thank you.
And-
And go ahead,
Yep.
Tony.
Yep, Tony Sapienza. We live at 69 Raymond Street in Manchester by the Sea.
Thank you. And is there anyone joining you, or is it just you?
Nope,
It's me, Patty Sapienza, and it's 69 Raymond Street in Manchester by the Sea.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So, looking at your lodging house license, John, do you have any concerns?
Nope, I didn't have any. They got all their inspections done, so I don't think we've had issues in the past. So I have no questions for them.
Me neither. When do you plan on opening? Or are you opening already?
Well, we've been open. We've been open. Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Been busy?
absolutely. Yeah, it's great. Everybody from last year who found us for the first time and found Cape Ann for the first time is back, and all the
Good.
people who missed us last year are back as well. So it's going to be a great summer for everybody.
Good to hear. What's your capacity over there?
We actually have 12 rooms. 2 are off the market because of COVID. They have a shared bath, so we don't make those available right now. So, yeah, essentially 10 rooms and apartments.
And do you have plans to open those rooms when the pandemic is declared over in a couple of days?
You know, yeah, we do possibly. We'll see how things go. Make sure we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Yep. So taking it cautiously.
Yep. No, that's good to hear. I will make a motion to approve the lodging house license for CS Blue Shutters Inc., DBA Blue Shutters Beachside Inn, 1 Nautilus Road, Gloucester, Mass.
Second,
Any further discussion?
no, ma'am.
Roll call vote.
And just for the record, we'd love for you folks to come down and spend some time at our property and take a look at the inside of the property to know that we're doing the right thing. I told the
Alright.
inspectors, our only job is to make sure the inspector's name on the licenses are good. We protect their reputation. As a result, they'll reinforce us if it comes to an insurance issue too. But thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. And it's been a wonderful privilege to do business in Gloucester for the last 15 years.
Oh, thank you. We wish you nothing but the best. And thank you for the invite. We're going to take you up on that.
I hope so. We don't
Allison
have a
is-
liquor license, but I'm sure we can find wine or some other libation on the property. You know, it's one of those things that somebody probably left behind.
Yeah, I get it. Got to recycle those things.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Allison, roll call vote, please.
Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lamron,
Yes.
Great. That passes. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
Thank you very
Thanks so
much.
much for the invite, and we look forward to a wonderful season.
Absolutely. Best of luck. It's going to be a great year.
Great
Bye-bye.
season.
Next
Thank
order of business is the board will receive an update on the use of the tavern on the harbor at 30 Western Ave, the annual on-premise Section 12 restaurant all alcohol beverage license. As you know, we conditionally approved this license at the beginning of the year, taking steps to assure that their business was going to be open and their license be utilized. One of the part of our conversation was they were going to come before the board in June to give us an update on any marketing strategies they've been completing and what the status is of them opening up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to the public. They are unable to attend tonight, and we have requested that they come to our next meeting next Tuesday. So hopefully we'll have representation from their establishment at that meeting. So I'm going to table this matter till the next meeting.
Very good.
Finally, approval of the minutes. We have April 13th for April 20th and May 18th. John, did you get a chance to review the minutes?
I did. I didn't see anything noticeable, so I'm good with them.
There was just one quick correction, and I gotta find it now. I think it was on, Allison, you can help me out. It was on 420. It was page 2. Hold on, let me just get to.
I don't have them in front of me.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna pull them up right now.
Okay.
Nope, it's not 420. It might be. Okay.
413.
So it's on 413 on page 2, number 1 at the top. It says and it says it misspells a word, can be put in place not to allow. The word's supposed to be prohibition, and I don't know what that word is that you have there.
I didn't
And
catch that.
these
That's-
minutes, once they're approved, are going to be forwarded to the mayor and the city council. So I just want to make sure that they're accurate. So if you could just change that word on page 2, it's number 1, to be a prohibition can be put in place not to allow BYOB.
Okay, sorry about that.
So I move to approve the minutes of April 13th, April 20th, and May 18th with that one correction to the April 13th.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Oh, man.
Seeing none. All in favor? Oh, sorry, roll
No.
call vote. Almost there.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammerin,
Yes.
New business. Is there any new business to come before the committee? Anything you want to see on an agenda?
No, I'm a little surprised we haven't heard from some businesses about the BYOB. So,
Well, that's because we really haven't done anything because I've been waiting to get these minutes approved. And now that they're approved tonight, we can send a package off to City Hall and the mayor. I just wanted
Gotcha.
to make sure that the minutes were accurate and reflect our conversation and that we both approved those minutes. So
gotcha. Okay.
this week sometime, I'll be putting a packet together and getting that out, and likely we'll be hearing something at some point soon.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. I was just curious. Other than that, no.
Okay, excellent. John Orlando, do you want to talk tonight? Do you want to say hi?
Madam Chair, Mike Faraday also have, or maybe it's Mona has their hand up again.
Okay, we can allow her to speak. Mona, you need to unmute if you'd like to speak to us.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Yep.
Okay. I thought we were on the, for the accommodations at Rocky Neck. We were on the agenda for the license. House
I don't-
license.
Now that you are on for next week, on the 15th, because the agenda had already been posted. for
Okay,
tonight.
thank you very much. then.
Is this Attorney Fayette?
Yes, it is.
Hi.
How are you?
Maybe you can give us a preview. What are you bringing forward next week?
This is for our lodging house license. This is our third
okay.
season.
Okay,
43 and 43 rear Rocky Neck Avenue.
okay,
We just, every year we have to get our lodging house license.
no, great. We will talk to you on the 15th.
Very good. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Does John Orlando want to be recognized?
Yeah, he's waving.
Okay, I'm unmuted. I'm sorry. I'm on my cell phone. This is the second time I've done a Zoom on my cell phone. I'm on the run.
Hi, John.
Hi, nice to have been here, and I am looking forward to joining your group. There seems to be there's some council O&A that I have to go to. No one has informed me of anything. However, I haven't been. My application's been in only for a few days.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to do something.
Yeah,
Okay.
it takes a
Well, I
little
have to
bit.
decide if I want you on there first, John. I have
I'm sorry.
applications, and then you get a letter, and then you'll get a letter to appear in O&A, and then from
Yeah.
an O&A, you have to go to city council.
Yeah,
So-
I've been on plenty of commissions and boards, so I know the
That's right, then
routine.
you should know what we're doing. So
I
welcome
know
aboard.
exactly. I know exactly. Thank you, Safathia. I thought
Yeah.
you left.
No, I
I was
pay
gonna
She's
attention.
talk
never
about
gone.
you,
The mayor is always in the wings watching.
but I
as she should.
appreciated coming on today.
I thank you, John, for, yes, you're an independent voter. We need an independent voter, which is great. And I thank you, and it should be done soon. Absolutely.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
John, we
Madam
look
Chair.
forward to working with you, although I'm gonna have two Johns, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. You guys are gonna have to get nicknames.
So
Madam Chair.
I'm known
Yes.
as John C.
Okay,
So you could call me John C. Unless your middle name is C.
No,
John.
no, it's a T.
All right, so
So we're
sounds
good.
the same.
Well, I'll call
But
one
I'll be-
Orlando and one John. How's that?
There you go.
No, they might confuse that with another Orlando. I would say no.
John Lammerin, did you want to say something?
Yeah, Madam Chair, there's Dina Hanna in the participants waving her hand.
Okay, let's allow Dina.
Karma,
we-
she stated that she had an emergency, but she was.
Oh,
gonna-
that was for the Good Harbor Liquors, I believe,
Yes.
right?
Is that going to bring her forward?
Yeah, before we adjourn.
Hi,
Hi, Dana. Can you state your name and address for the record, please? Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Not sure. Oh, here she comes. There she is.
Dana, can you hear us?
yes, can you hear me?
Yep, can you state your
Yes.
name and address for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Dina Hanna and the address is 340 Main Street, Gloucester, Mass.
And you are calling, you're in for Kama Liquors?
Yes.
Okay, we already approved it, so you're all set.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. What a
Bye.
great night. Let's do this again next Tuesday. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second? Roll call? Oh, the babies.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Good night, everyone. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Mayor. John, look forward to
Good
working with you. Allison,
Good
you're the
job.
best.
Same here. Good night.
Good night.
Night. Bye.
Good night, everyone.